The Ethiopian wolf is also known by several other names, reflecting its regional significance and scientific classification. Among the most commonly used alternative names are the simian fox, the Abyssinian wolf, and the red jackal. The name simian fox comes from the Simian Mountains in northern Ethiopia, one of the species' key habitats. Abyssinian wolf refers to the historical name for Ethiopia, Abyssinia, emphasizing its limited range within the country. While once also referred to as the red jackal due to its reddish coat and jackal-like appearance, this name is now outdated and misleading, as genetic studies have shown it is more closely related to wolves than to jackals. The Ethiopian wolf is endemic to the highlands of Ethiopia, meaning it is found nowhere else in the world. Its preferred habitat is the Afro-alpine grasslands and heathlands, typically at elevations above 3,000 meters. These high-altitude regions provide a cool climate and are rich in rodents, especially the big-headed mole rat and other small mammals that make up the bulk of the wolf's diet. The largest populations are found in areas like the Bale Mountains, the Simian Mountains, and parts of the Arsi Mountains. These wolves are extremely habitat-specific and are particularly sensitive to human disturbance, habitat loss, and diseases transmitted by domestic dogs. The Ethiopian wolf is officially classified as endangered, and it is considered the rarest wild canid in the world. According to the International Union for Conservation of Nature, the Ethiopian wolf is facing a very high risk of extinction in the wild, with the global population estimated at fewer than 500 mature individuals. Its numbers are not only low but also fragmented into small, isolated populations across the Ethiopian highlands, making recovery more difficult. One of the most serious threats to the Ethiopian wolf is habitat loss. The species lives exclusively in Afro-alpine grasslands at altitudes above 3,000 meters, areas that are increasingly being converted into farmland and grazing areas for livestock. As human populations expand into these highlands, the wolves lose access to their natural prey and safe denning sites. This leads to habitat fragmentation, which isolates populations and limits genetic exchange between them. Another major threat is disease, especially rabies and canine distemper, which are transmitted by domestic dogs living near or within wolf territory. These diseases have caused sudden and severe population declines in the past, with some packs being wiped out in just a few weeks. Because the Ethiopian wolf is highly social, diseases can spread rapidly within a group. With so few individuals remaining, such outbreaks have devastating effects. Conservation efforts are ongoing, including vaccination programs for both wolves and domestic dogs, community education, and the protection of critical habitats like the Bale Mountains National Park. However, the survival of the Ethiopian wolf depends on sustained support and cooperation between local communities, conservation organizations, and the Ethiopian government. Without continued action, this iconic species of Africa's highlands could disappear within a few decades. The Ethiopian wolf is a striking and elegant animal, known for its slender build and fox-like appearance, though it is a true wolf. Its most distinctive feature is its reddish coat, which gives it a warm, rusty hue. The fur is bright ginger to reddish-brown across the back, head, and flanks, while the underparts, legs, throat, and markings around the eyes are white to pale cream. A narrow white stripe also runs along the lower edge of the muzzle and down the throat, giving it a crisp, clean-cut appearance. The tail is bushy and tipped with black, offering a sharp contrast to the reddish body. The Ethiopian wolf has a long, narrow muzzle, tall legs, and large, upright ears, features that help it detect prey and navigate the high-altitude terrain. It is well adapted to its open, mountainous habitat, with a lithe frame that allows for quick, agile movement across rocky ground. The Ethiopian wolf is medium-sized for a canid. Adult males are typically larger than females. Males weigh around 14 to 19 kilograms and females range from 11 to 16 kilograms. In terms of body length, they measure about 84 to 100 centimeters from head to tail, with the tail adding another 30 to 40 centimeters. Despite their slim frame, they are powerful hunters, capable of chasing down fast-moving prey in open alpine meadows. The Ethiopian wolf is a swift and agile predator, well adapted to the open, high-altitude terrain where it lives. While exact measurements of its top speed are not widely documented, it is estimated that the Ethiopian wolf can run at speeds of around 50 to 60 km per hour in short bursts. Unlike large pack hunting wolves that rely on long chases, the Ethiopian wolf primarily uses stealth and quick pounces to catch small prey, such as rodents. Its speed and agility are especially useful for sprinting and making sudden, targeted movements in grassy alpine habitats. Rather than chasing prey over long distances, it often stalks and then leaps with precision, making speed an important but secondary factor in its hunting strategy. The Ethiopian wolf uses a variety of vocalizations to communicate, especially since it lives in loosely social groups and needs to coordinate with other pack members across open terrain. Its sounds are quite distinct from those of larger, more well-known wolf species. One of the most recognizable vocalizations is a high-pitched, yelping bark, often used as a territorial call to warn other wolves away or to announce its presence. These barks can carry over long distances in the thin mountain air and are often heard at dawn or dusk. They also produce a series of whines, growls, and soft chirps, which serve as close-range communication within the pack, particularly between mothers and pups or between cooperative hunters. Growls and snarls may occur in aggressive situations or during disputes over food, while whines and chirps are more common during greetings or playful interactions. Ethiopian wolves do live in groups, but their social structure is quite unique compared to other wolf species. They form territorial packs typically consisting of 6 to 12 individuals, though some groups may be larger or smaller depending on the environment. These packs are usually made up of related females, their offspring, and a dominant male with a few subordinate males. The pack cooperates in defending their territory from rival packs and intruders, often patrolling and scent marking the boundaries together. The Ethiopian wolf has a highly specialized diet, making it one of the most unique canids in the world. Unlike most wolves that hunt large prey in packs, the Ethiopian wolf is a solitary hunter that primarily feeds on small mammals, especially rodents. Its diet consists mostly of species that thrive in the Ethiopian highlands, with a strong preference for the giant mole rat in the Bale Mountains, where this rodent is abundant. In some regions, mole rats can make up more than 50% of the wolf's diet. Other prey includes grass rats, vley rats, mice, and shrews. Occasionally, they may eat small birds, insects, or even young ungulates, but these are rare and usually opportunistic meals. Because the prey is small and fast, Ethiopian wolves rely on stealth, patience, and sudden pounces rather than speed over distance. They often hunt alone, quietly stalking rodent burrows and listening for movement before making a quick strike. This narrow dietary focus makes the Ethiopian wolf highly vulnerable to environmental changes. If rodent populations decline due to overgrazing, farming, or climate shifts, the wolves struggle to find enough food. Their dependence on this fragile prey base is one of the reasons why they are so endangered and require protected, undisturbed habitats to survive. The Ethiopian wolf has a distinct and structured breeding pattern, closely tied to its social hierarchy and harsh highland environment. Breeding is usually seasonal, with most mating occurring between August and November, which aligns the birth of pups with the end of the rainy season when prey like rodents become more abundant. Only the dominant female in each pack typically breeds, and she usually mates with the dominant male. Subordinate females rarely reproduce, as the pack's cooperative structure supports just one litter per year. This social system helps focus the group's efforts on raising a single group of pups successfully. After a gestation period of about 60 to 63 days, the dominant female gives birth to a litter of 2 to 6 pups, usually in a den dug into the ground or found among rocks. The pups are born blind and helpless and remain in the den for their first few weeks of life. The entire pack helps in rearing the young. Non-breeding members assist by guarding the den, regurgitating food for the pups, and defending the territory from intruders. The pups begin to emerge from the den at around 3 weeks old and start eating solid food regurgitated by the adults. They are usually weaned by about 10 weeks and begin to accompany adults on short excursions. This cooperative breeding strategy, along with the seasonal timing, ensures that the Ethiopian wolf pups are born when food is most available and that they receive maximum support from their pack, an essential survival strategy in their challenging, high-altitude environment. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for even more viewing pleasure. Don't forget, like and comment. Feel free to share.